It's really hard to escape this particular superhero intellectual property in pretty much any market right now. But how does one find a home in the board game sphere, where there's an unbelievable wealth of choice? Welcome to Marvel United in 5 minutes or less. Taking the role of Quelle Surprise, the Marvel good guys, you'll all be working together to foil the master plan of a powerful villain. Sound familiar? But to do that, your goal is to complete 2 of the 3 prerequisite objectives before you can take on the boss. That being to rescue 9 nameless civilians using one type of action, defeat the same number of faceless thugs using a different one, or clearing 4 threats using a combination of both from the available 6 locations that mark the setting for each encounter. To enable this, your character-specific deck and a hand of cards each denote a generic action your hero can take, as well as the odd special ability that only you can use. Because come the next player's turn, they'll also be able to use the primary action found on the card that you played. And all these actions are pursuant to one goal, moving or contributing to those 3 main objectives. Every few player turns, and occurring more frequently when you start making progress, the villain gets a scripted turn, undoing your hard work and pursuing their own villainous plot. In so doing, causing an unwelcome knock-on effect which you'll have to keep on top of. Once weakened, it's then a case of getting 2 and then thwacking 10 bells out of the boss before time runs out. So why might you like it? Well, although you've seen most of these mechanics umpteen times before, the sequencing of the card play provides a delightful little min-maxing puzzle. It's far too easy to play the best card for your hero to have the most impactful turn, but that action might result in the next hero becoming stranded or unable to do anything meaningful. Remember, there is no I in team. But really, the simple nature of the game is there to provide a platform for each hero and their respective decks. Yes, the basic actions remain the same, but the quantity does not, and the special abilities provide a welcome, if somewhat light, thematic footprint. But more than that, it's the bosses that each present their own challenges that will see you needing to adopt a different playstyle to tackle each. And finally, as lightweight cooperative games go, this really encourages the previously mentioned teamwork. Not only do you have to collectively pool your efforts appropriately and find the balance between being proactive and reactive, but having a vested interest in pretty much every card that gets played contributes to a sense of camaraderie and cohesion that can be very satisfying. But why might you not like it? Well, there can be no ignoring the fact that the basic actions are painfully simple and somewhat repetitive. Move, punch and deal with threats is the epitome of rudimentary. And the fact that there's no risk of failure attached will get those rinse and repeat alarm bells ringing. It's also very difficult to ignore the poor consumer strategy for this Kickstarter funded franchise. The game's publisher CMON aren't a newcomer to all this crowdfunding lark, and so to have only a minority percentage of content readily available to the retail consumer with these core sets is not cool. If you're looking for similar games, then both Horrified and Forbidden Island fill a similar niche. But as for Marvel United, you're getting more or less what you expect. Solid, family weight fun that has accessibility, if not availability, in spades. Alas, I've been the voice of Benji, and this video has ended. I'd like to meet the person who came up with the name Marvel United. Don't ask why, I have my reasons.